Jays manager John Schneider talking about the sixth inning in last night's decisive victory in Game 1 of the World Series for the Jays against the LA Dodgers. The Jays scored 9 runs in that inning. It's the highest number of runs scored in a World Series inning since the Detroit Tigers did it back in 1968. Joining us now is Matt Cauz, TSN 1050 host and co-host of the Cauz and Cauz podcast. Matt, we were talking yesterday. If the Jays could win one of these 2 games at home, they were going to be in great shape. All of a sudden, an emphatic 11-4 victory over the Dodgers and reigning World Series champs. What did we make of that performance in Game 1?
There's so many things to get into. First off, I didn't know that stat. So the last time a team scored that many runs in an inning, the Vietnam War was going on. Like, that is ridiculous. A couple things. First, the Jays needed to get to Blake Snell early, and they did. The first inning, they don't score any runs, but they make Blake Snell pitch 25, 20, I think it was 29 pitches in that first inning. The 6th inning, where did it get started? It got started with a Bo Bichette walk. So having him back in the lineup certainly helped the Blue Jays' cause. And also consider this about Blake Snell. The entire playoffs, he had given up 6 hits and 2 earned runs. Last night, he gave up 8 hits and 5 earned runs. A remarkable performance by the entire Blue Jays offense, with just batter after batter in that 6th inning, working a walk, getting a single, Varsho getting hit by Snell that pulled Snell out of it. Just an incredible night last night.
I want to get into a couple more stats, and I want to talk about Trey Savage in a second, but this was Blue Jays baseball, right? Like, this is what this team has done all year and has made them successful, and I think for fans to see it continue to happen in the World Series is a sign, hopefully, of more good things to come, right?
Absolutely. Look at John Schneider using the bullpen. He used Nathan Lucas, who got an RBI single. And we haven't even mentioned Addison Barger, where there's never been a pinch hit grand slam home run until last night. You know, and Barger didn't start. Nathan Lucas didn't start. And both of them came out and were contributors. And it's something we don't often think about. Like with the Dodgers, they're more about just pure stars, especially at the top of their lineup. And don't get me wrong, the Blue Jays have stars, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer. But now you've got guys, you know, the 6, 7, 8, 9 spot that are contributing. By the way, you can cut and paste what I just said, and I've probably said that about 7 times since Game 1 against the Yankees. They keep doing this. The confidence that every player has, knowing that they can at least get a quality at-bat against some pretty good pitching.
Exactly. Okay, so how about this for you? So Trey Savage, rookie pitcher, he makes $57,000 a year. He struck out Shohei Ohtani the first time he faced him to start the game last night. Shohei Ohtani makes $47 million, 824 times his salary. He didn't have his best stuff, but he did what the Jays needed him to do last night.
Oh, yeah, there's so many funny things like that. Also, compare what Addison Barger makes to most of the starting pitching for the Dodgers. But getting to Trey Savage, yeah, he got into trouble. He did not have his best stuff. The splitter wasn't working. But at the very least, he goes 4 innings, gives up just 2 earned runs. Obviously, he'd want to be better. But at the very least, Varsho at the top of the 4th hit that 2-run home run so to tie the game. So, yeah, not the best performance out of him. But at the very least, he matched Blake Snell. And in a series where it looks like it's going to be this close, even a C-level performance helped the Blue Jays last night.
Okay, so let's talk about Game 2 tonight. Kevin Gausman goes to the hill for the Blue Jays. Again, if they can somehow find a way to continue this pesky hitting and get and again chase possibly the Dodgers starter once again tonight, they're in good shape, and especially with Gausman going to the hill, what do they need to do to continue that and possibly go up 2-0 heading back to L.A.?
They've got to replicate what they did in the first inning. Again, you wish the Jays had scored. They had the bases loaded, but do the same thing to Yamamoto, who's on the mound. Last time Yamamoto pitched for the Dodgers, he went 9 innings and gave up only 1 run when the Dodgers beat Milwaukee 5-1. Try to do something similar like that. As for Kevin Gausman, don't give up the home run. You're going to be there, and it's Mookie Betts, it's Shohei Ohtani, it's Freddie Freeman off the top of the lineup. A little bit later, Teoscar Hernandez. If he can do that, limit home runs and let the Jays batters early on, at least drain 20 to 30 pitches off Yamamoto, then the Jays will be in a good position.
Rogers Center going to be rocking again tonight. Matt Cauz, TSN 1050 host and co-host of the Cauz and Cauz podcast. Thanks once again, sir. Appreciate it. Enjoy Game 2.
Absolutely. Take care.